that goes wrong, we start to blame the government. We know everything that goes wrong because we are part of the government. Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die. Which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Tell me which way to go? Which way to go? I love my fatherland. Oh yeah. I want to know which way Nigeria is heading to.
Alright, so I know the question we always ask ourselves is that which way Nigeria? Because every day, every morning, there is always a new policy, a new thing that is always the talking point for us, things to talk about in our dear country, Nigeria. So the question for me and you this afternoon is that what are you doing as a citizen? What are you doing as a Nigerian for the betterment of this country? I know that we cannot wait for the government to do everything. What is that thing that you are doing for your house, for your society, for your community, for the betterment of this great nation, Nigeria?
Mistakes during the oil boom, not knowing that was our doom. Some people now have it.
Good afternoon to every one of you tuning to MFM Radio and TV this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Welcome back to another edition of Politics Today, the Monday edition, where we get to talk about the latest political development, discuss trending issues happening in the political arena, and also things affecting our dear nation, Nigeria, things affecting our dear country, Nigeria, and also we also get to cover relevant topics that concerns you and I. Politics Today is where we
Let's join our hands to farm the land so we can have. Let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria won't die. Which way Nigeria? Which way to go? Way to go. Oh, let's save Nigeria, so Nigeria will.
Good afternoon, ma'am. It's always my pleasure.
has been met.
I didn't understand your question.
Alright, so I said before we embark on this protest, we said we want so thing, we want the subsidy removal and everything. Now, today is day 5, and of course the protest is slated to like August 10. So my question is, do you think that any of this agenda that we brought forward to the government, do you think any of it has been met? Do you get me, sir?
Presently in Nigeria of today, we are under can we call them wrong people or selfish? Nigeria, Nigerians are protesting against something they believe it should be done, not even asking for it. But these people are so selfish, and or maybe they understand the power of poverty, of making Nigerians or making the people in poverty. Because if you notice or see what's going on presently in Nigeria, you will see some people protesting against protests. But do you know most of these people were brought by Nigerian politicians?
Country.
Nigeria government of today understand the power of poverty and the power of hunger, and they are making use of it. The first day, I think before the protest even started,
Okay.
there are some women that came out and said, no protest, we don't want protest to come up, blah, 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 and the likes. They promised those women bag of rice. This leaked out because the bag of rice that was promised was not
It's
fulfilled.
not fulfilled.
Tell me, if there's no hunger in the land, they can't use these women.
True. That's very true.
The first day in Abuja, there is a video that came out that they brought those people with coaster bus, and there's even another Land Cruiser Prado with an official plate number packed beside those coaster bus. Those people, those guys are shouting, no more protest, no more protest, no more protest. Meanwhile, they also ask themselves, Gary is now 2,000 naira per Congo. They were there because there is hunger in the land. They want to feed themselves, but they know the right. They know the right thing to do. And I think they also pass the information by what they ask them to do. The second day, they promised those guys 5,000 naira. They eventually gave them 3,000 naira. So what I'm trying to drive out is APC government understands how to make use of Nigerians through poverty. And that is what they are doing. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot tell us there is no money in Nigeria to subsidize fuel. He said it during his campaign then, when everybody was playing. People always use the short video of What he said there is very simple. How can I have a 4 cars in some countries that are not that didn't subsidize their fuel, and you expect me not to subsidize fuel in Nigeria? And do you compare, you comparing those countries with Nigeria? Do those countries has fuel? Can they produce crude oil in those countries it mentioned? No amount of protest you protest, we are going to remove subsidy. Except you don't, and I'm going to win this election. This video came out before President Bola Ahmed Tinubu won the presidential seat. So Nigeria also already know what we are going to face. So we protesting against the subsidy now. I think we are just trying our best. We know we are in wrong hands.
Wrong hand. And I feel like
Bola Ahmed Tinubu said he has increased the allocation going to each state.
Yes.
What are the states doing with the allocation?
That's the question.
They were using it to destroy people's houses.
All right, so
we were told that 30 trailers of rice came to Oyo State. Where are the rice? At least by now, everything should be subsidized. But no, these people will kept it for themselves and for campaign. So we are in wrong hands presently in Nigeria. These people understand the power of poverty and they are using it. It's not that they don't know how to make life easy for Nigerians. They know what to do, but they are making use of the poverty to achieve their own aim and objective. The protest, if not, most of us are afraid, or maybe we don't want our name to be mentioned. This protest should be more than this. The protest should be more than this, and even more powerful than this. But if we make it powerful than this, these people also have plan of use the house. There are police everywhere. Those police also know the truth.
Yes, exactly.
But they need to follow the order. You can see Oyo State is peaceful.
Yes.
It's because there's no huge protest. If you see protest today at Iwuru today, you will know that we have boys in Oyo State that are ready and tired of poverty. But this same government will still be the one to go and hire some touts, Elodaru. If they face the protesters, it will be so easy. It will be citizen facing citizen. No, they will now go ahead and be destroying the citizens' shops, the citizens' properties.
Yes.
That is what most of us are against. If you face us, let's face each other. Don't go to Nigeria citizens' properties and start destroying it. So then Nigerians will now say, I want to protest, I want to jolly, not to back, I want to. No, these are the reasons why they don't want us to protest in Nigeria. We know what to do. We know how to fight for our rights. But these people are even, we can't call them criminals, but they know how to use I don't want to call them criminals, to disorganize things.
All right, so
can we help us, yeah?
yes, some of the demands that we the protesters we are saying that we want is that the reversal of the removal of petrol subsidy, and also the slash in salaries and allowances of public officials. This is like the two things or the three things that people are really saying. They said they want the slash in the House of Representative members' salary. They need to cut down the allowances, and also the reversal of the removal of petrol subsidy, because people feel like, most people thinking and orientation, they feel like it is when president announced that he has removed the subsidy on petrol, that is when things skyrocket. That is when the prices of goods and commodities in the market skyrocket. Now the thing is, yesterday the president addressed us, the Nigerians, concerning these protests, and I feel like, I think since day one, people has been pleading, begging him to say something, because we've there was reports that a lot of things happened in the north, shops were looted, APC secretariat were burned in Jigawa State. You know, a lot of things, disaster, vandalism happened during this protest. So people has just been begging the president to just say something in order to cool down the whole situation and everything. So fortunately for us, he said something yesterday. He released a press statement and also addressed the Nigerians. And people are still not satisfied. People are saying the address that he made, he has not really addressed us. He has not really addressed the motive of this protest. What do you think about that, sir? Do you think the address that the president made yesterday, do you think he has addressed things? He has addressed the protesters? Do you think he really said things that people wanted to hear? Or we were just like, okay, let me just do this for doing sake? What is your take on that, sir?
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing the same thing President Muhammadu Buhari did.
Okay.
And that makes us believe they are doing continuity. They are in continuity, poverty continuity regime.
Because he also said it. He said,
I
will
remember
continue from where President Buhari stopped. That was what Tinubu said when he assumed office. He said, I will continue from where Buhari stopped. So I feel like... All right, so you were saying something, sir.
What President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said yesterday was not what Nigerians are expecting.
I'm expecting.
We expect, okay, we've arranged a supermarket or a shop for 4 Nigerians. Go to so shop in each state.
Okay.
Go there with maybe your NIN, maybe your BVN. We have NIN, we have BVN, we have all those rubbish they brought to us. They are not making use of it. You are not telling us you spend billions of naira on giving student loans. You spend billions of naira on rubbish. You spend billions. I call them rubbish because no Nigerians are benefiting from any of this. You send trailers of rice to each state. How many Nigerians can boldly say, okay, I got one of these rice?
That's the question.
During the palliative that came to Oyo State the other time,
yes,
it was from federal government. When it got to Oyo State here, Seyi Makinde rebranded it to his own. I didn't even see, from my own side though, I didn't see the sack. Maybe it's green or black. Not to talk of taking or partaking from it. And I can say of many people like that.
Yes.
I myself didn't even see the sack. Now, we were told that 30 trailers of rice came to Oyo State. Where are these 30 trailers of rice in Oyo State? One idiot minister was saying that there's no reason for protest, that rice is now 40,000 naira per bag. Where are they selling it at the rate of 40,000 naira per bag? So that means they see us as a fool. They know we are fools and they can control us anyhow. What President Muhammadu Buhari needs to do, all this allocation that he increased, if truly he has the mind of doing Nigeria well, all the allocation he increased, he should collect those money back and subsidize fuel. The taxes is too much. The fuel subsidy is a problem. He should remove this tax or reduce the tax. Return back this fuel subsidy. If fuel is being sold 100 naira per liter, everything will be easy. That will not be a problem between me and the marketer. Okay, Epo ti padà sí 100 naira per liter. How will you now tell me one bag of rice is 70-something thousand naira? That is not President Buhari Tinubu problem again. It's now citizen and citizen. But presently, even if rice can be sold at the rate of 40,000 naira per bag, they won't sell it for us, because what everyone is still using as an excuse is fuel is the fuel price is high. Some are selling petrol per liter 900 and
900, yes, 800
something naira
something.
per liter.
Hmm.
I think 850 is the cheapest,
Yes.
except you go to Bovas and the like, which would those NNPC, and they sold around 600 and something. And if you see the queue, you will have to go to those 850 or 900 naira per liter. Things like that are not good in a country that owns, at least in Africa, we own the largest crude oil.
Enjoy. Hmm.
You are not comparing us with other countries that cannot even dream. There was a video that came out some years ago
Okay.
that Nigeria owns everything before Dubai.
Hmm.
Nigeria has crude oil before Dubai. Nigeria has even financed Dubai before. But all Nigerians feel, or all Nigerians think of going to that Dubai today.
Yes.
Imagine Dubai, we almost pray for Dubai to lift ban. See the condition, Dubai that everybody see as a playing ground before.
This is what we are not.
Why our country is so getting worse every blessed day. We had everything, but we were blessed with stupid and fool leaders, selfish leaders.
All right. So another thing that I want us to talk about before we go on a very short break is that I saw the release, the press statement that the president released yesterday, and on page, I think, okay, number 23, the agenda said also more than 570 billion, more than 570 billion naira has been released to the 36 states to expand livelihood support to their citizens. More than 570 billion naira has been released to the 36 states to expand livelihood support to their citizens. Now the question, and I think you also said it, so now the question is, if this amount of money has been released to the state, 36 states in Nigeria, me and you, why are we still not coming out to protest on the hunger
I didn't
and...
get the question.
Sir?
I didn't get your question.
Okay, so I'm still like trying to like establish the ground. I said on page number 23 of the press statement that the president released, he said more than 570 billion naira has been released to the 36 states to expand livelihood support to their citizens. So now the thing is, if this huge amount of money has been disbursed to the state and we are still suffering, why is it that if truly this money has been disbursed to this state, that means we should not be coming out to say, okay, we are still very hungry, we are actually still in the country, food prices have gone very high. If truly this money has been disbursed to the state, so where is this money going to? From the federal government to the state account. So what is there that we don't understand? That is what I'm trying to say, that if this amount of money has been released to the state, meaning then some individuals, okay, I know that not all of us might be able to enjoy in this palliative scheme and everything, but there should be like a large number of people that will be able to come out and say, okay, so far the federal government allocate this huge amount of money to the state. Okay, I benefited from it, but still we are still clamoring and shouting and crying, saying the hardship in the country is too much. So my question is, did you think that the state also need to do better?
I've said earlier that we are in wrong hands, both states and federal government.
Because if...
And sending money to the local states governors, do we even have the people with good minded at the state? Let's use Oyo State as an example.
Okay.
Let's use Oyo State as an example. Oyo State is in wrong hand. Oyo State people are in wrong hands. If Engineer Seyi Makinde could think of demolish people's houses and sold it out for an estate, I didn't see any art feeling or God fearing in that. Now imagine someone that could do that for his own citizen. This thing affects 6 local governments in Ibadan out of 11 local governments we have in Ibadan. For a governor to do such for 6 local governments in Ibadan, you now increase his allocation, thinking it should make life easy for the citizen. What do you expect? I think I answer your question in the right way.
Yes. The thing is,
do you understand?
Yes, I get you, sir. And the fact that I just want to chip
you know,
another thing before.
Circular road going on presently.
Sir?
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you, sir.
You know there's a circular road going on presently.
Yes.
Seyi Makinde took 500 meter left, 500 meter right after the road. And people have been protesting against this for months now, that this extension is too much. This circular road was brought up by Senator Rashid Adewale, and Baba took 75 meter right, 75 meter left. When Baba did that, this 150 meter will affect so many houses. Baba dropped the project. Otumba Alawakala came in, saw it on the table, he didn't do anything about it.
Okay.
It was Senator Isiaq Abiola Jimabi that increased it to 500 meter. And he only did little. He saw, he know it's going to affect so many houses, and he dropped it. Engineer Seyi Makinde now came in and took that 500 meter as the normal project is going to do. If you do this project with good heart, if truly you are the people's governor as claimed, the project is 75 meter right, 75 meter left, which is 150. I expect him to go back to that 75 meter right and 75 meter left. But you took 500 meter and now still sold this 500 meter to an estate agent to sell for another people that will still build on this same particular place. You demolish people's house, which people have been protesting against for months. Now, nothing has been done about it. That kind of governor was now being increased. The allocation, the security fee, the everything gave him palliative, and you expect him to subsidize the hardship in the state. I think we are getting it wrong.
Because I feel like every day.
So we can.
I can hear you, sir.
No, I can hear you.
Okay, yes. I feel like every day there's always saying, okay, the federal government has approved a grant to the state, 570 billion to state, bag of rice, palliative to state, and everything. There's always something from the federal allocation accounts going to the state account or to the state government, but we don't get to see anything, we as the residents in the state. So I feel like we need to do check and balance on our state government also. And like I said when I started this program, I said we should not only bother the federal government. I know that yes, they need to do a lot also, but we need to also tax our state government, our local government, and also we as a citizen of this great nation, Nigeria. Alright, so with that, we'd like to go on a very short commercial break. And of course, when I come back, I'll continue with the topic for discussion this afternoon with my analyst, Honorable Alex. So stay tuned. It is still Politics Today. We'll be right back.
Ìgbà tó tó bá ní í ṣe baálé ọba gbọ́migbọ́mi, kọ̀ǹkọ̀ tó tún kọ̀ǹkọ̀ ní í ṣe ọba wọn lálẹ́ odò. Ó jẹ́ tìròyìn tó kojú owó, orin tó dùn ún gbọ́ létí, àṣà, ẹ̀fẹ̀ àtàwọn ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣítí lọ́lọ́kanjọ̀kan. Ìkànnì AFM rédíò.
Ability speaks in words. The Aces Hotels and Conference Center is one and only event place with a clear difference and tasteful excellence here in the ancient city of Ibadan. For your next and upcoming event, whether marriage engagement, wedding reception, anniversaries, conferences, seminars, or birthday, the Aces Hotels and Conference Center is affordable and fully equipped with all imaginable ultra-modern facilities for your total convenience without headache, security, power, environment, parking space, and royal service by their staff. All roads lead to the Aces Hotel and Conference Center today at kilometer 2.5 Ijokodo Akbete Akufo Road, Akere, Ibadan. For booking and more information, call 080-8746-7420, 080-9744-1898, or 080-2869-0012. The Aces Hotels and Conference Center, where comfortability speaks in words.
Tọ́ni gbogbo ọ̀yà ni ó mọ ẹpẹ́ra rẹ̀ lódù bó bá jẹ́ níbi tí kábánira mọ́tò láti òkè òkun tàbí ó fẹ́ ra ojúlówó mọ́tò ilé tí ó já lọ́lọ́pẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ mọ́tò Onabis Automobile òní oyè àkànṣí eléyìí tó kalẹ̀ sí kìlómítà 8 Old Ife Road àdójúkọ ilé ìtajà àgbàlódé Brent sọ́ọ̀mì nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn bóyá ẹ̀yin fẹ́ ra mọ́tò tàbí ẹ fẹ́ gbé mọ́tò rẹ́sẹ̀ láti orílẹ̀ òkèrè sórílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà kódà orí ọ̀fẹ́ wà láti bá yín ṣe àmójútó láti bá yín ṣe àyẹ̀wò sí mọ́tò yín iléeṣẹ́ Onabis Automobile ó gẹ́gẹ́ ni mò ń pè níyàn ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn ni 0803-371-0636 0803-371-0636 Onabis Automobile boom 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 boom.
AFM fún ìdálárayá ètò àsìkò ìkọ́nilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìgbà gbogbo AFM ní kẹ́ ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹ má gbé kúrò níbẹ̀ nígbà gbogbo ẹni tó bá níjó tí ò jó ẹni tó bá ráyọ̀ tí ò yọ̀ ọjọ́ tí ò pẹ́ ní sunra rẹ̀ láwọ̀ ara AFM ló ní kẹ́ ẹ níjó kẹ́ ẹ jó kẹ́ ẹ ráyọ̀ kẹ́ ẹ sì máa yọ̀. AFM ni ẹ máa gbọ́ ni ẹ máa wò nígbà gbogbo.
Gbogbo ará ilé èrò ọ̀nà ẹ wá gbọ́ o. MFM rédíò ni ẹ máa gbọ́ lójoojúmọ́ nígbà gbogbo. Ìròyìn àsìkò lọ́lọ́kan ọ̀jọ̀kan, eré ìdárayá, orin tó dùn gbọ́ sétí àtàwọn ètò tí ń kọ́ni lọ́gbọ́n. Wọ̀nyí lórí Facebook àti MFM TV, lórí Twitter àti MFM TV, lórí Instagram àti MFM TV, pẹ̀lú YouTube àti MFM TV. Ilé ìtura Diesa Auto lápẹ́tẹ́ nílùú Ìbàdàn lákọlẹ̀ sí o. Fún ìpolówó ọjà iléeṣẹ́ yín ẹ lè pè wá sórí nọ́mbà wọ̀nyí o. 081591942 àti 47. Ẹ tún lè pè wá sórí aago yìí o. 080224841 pẹ̀lú 24 ni ẹ pè sí o. Mọ́mí àti dádì ẹ jọ̀wọ́
has to do with the protest slated from August 1 to 10, and today is day 5. And of course, we've been talking about a lot of things, so if you have anything to say, 194 to be a part of the conversation this afternoon.
Which way to go? Oh yeah. Yes, I want to know which way Nigeria is heading to. Which way Nigeria? Which way Nigeria? Which way to go? Which way to go? I love my fatherland. Oh yeah. I want to know which way Nigeria is heading to. Many years after independence, we still find it hard to start. How long shall we be before we reach the promised land? Let's save Nigeria.
Alright, so another thing that I want us to talk about this afternoon before we round up the program is that, like I said before we went on that short break, the president's address was yesterday concerning the protest, and he also pleaded to the Nigerian youth to share up the protest, saying they don't need to go about the protest again since he has addressed us and he promised to make things better. But you know, regarding the address, people, notable people in the society said they are not in support of the address that he made, saying he has not really addressed us. He has not really talk to us about the things that we are really going on in our dear country Nigeria. I know Wole Soyinka, Atiku, Falana, notable people, they said the president has not really addressed us. And when Wole Soyinka was talking, he said live bullets are state's response to civic protests. Meaning, since we have recorded a lot of deaths and injuries in this protest, which is supposed to be very peaceful.
Ma.
Do you hear what I said, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. And of course, since when this protest started, since on Thursday, last week Thursday, August 1, we've recorded like, okay, policemen shoot this one. They also fire tear gas at the protesters in Abuja, in Lagos, and something like that. Now, when Wole Soyinka was talking yesterday concerning the address that the president made, he said the president has not really addressed us because what he said was not what we wanted to hear. And when he was also talking, I also quote, he said live bullet as state response to civil protest, meaning there shouldn't be something like that in a protest, you know, shooting people. So what do you think about that, sir?
In a good country, shooting live bullets on a citizen is not something we should. Not even in protest, shooting live bullets on citizens, it's not something we should expect from any force. But in Nigeria, we can't say our country is not a good country. But in Nigeria, it's something they see as normal thing. Because I watched a video that the IG was saying you cannot be holding AK-47 and your life.
Yeah, I saw the video also.
So that means it's encouraging them on what to do, which they are doing it. So in Nigeria, I think there are a lot of things we don't understand about these people. Maybe we are in this country by chance, or we are in this country by mistake.
I know Atiku also
There's a protest that's happening. I think it's still going on presently in UK. You see how these white people are looting, and I think it's a supermarket.
yes, we also come to
If that would happen in Nigeria, there will be a record of 50 something people being shot down,
Yes.
700 and something people being arrested. Do we have different God? Are we born in different ways? Why is our own so different? Why can't we think like them? These are the people that colonize us. We should learn from. In fact, I'm so happy when I saw that video yesterday. I was so happy that imagine if this should happen in Nigeria. We will have so many records of people being shot down. I think there's one of their minister in a car. They destroyed the man's car and they even beat him up. If that should happen in Nigeria, oh, you dare not. There are so many things our leaders need to learn from these people. You guys have been traveling to this country. You see many of these things. You prefer going to this country. Learn many things from them. I have a friend looking for a house in Canada, and I see so many houses, washing machine, dishwasher, this and that, a lot of things, a lot of equipment. There's even a day that the government will give you to parking. Everything has been settled. The mattress you want, you see the bigger one, you see the smaller one, you see it in different places. You see solar. I was so surprised when I saw solar panel on their roof. Most of these buildings are built by the government, being given out $1,900, $900,000, blah 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 dollars. See cheap houses. If you dare try that in Nigeria, my dear sister, you are gone. You never, even if Nigerians build a house, Nigerian government prefer to demolish it and give you 24 hours to pack out. There are some things they need to learn from these people than doing all this. Nigerians are so matured, and we are blessed. We are so blessed. There are many things we can do in this country to make this country better, but we are in wrong hands. Shooting Nigerians is not something good. It's not something we should think of. It's not something we should even consider at all. Then peaceful. The day we started thinking of bringing aliens to disrupt the peaceful protest in Nigeria, then we should know that we are under the wrong people. We are under, let us call them criminals. So that means we are putting ideas on our head. These are things you should have done, which they are not supposed to be. Why could a citizen, a government, pay some people, go this place and this place, go and steal from them, let people think these are it's being done by the protesters, and you will still be the one to send the force out, go and arrest them? Yeah, we've seen a reason. Arresting the wrong people while you know those that did this thing. You brought these people by yourself. You will still now arrest the wrong people and still tormenting the wrong people. That will help us.
Alright, so I feel like the notable people in the country are also saying, or they are also thinking the way that you and I are thinking, because Wole Soyinka said, and I quote, "You can't serve bullets where bread is pleaded," meaning the shooting and killing of protesters who are demanding for good governance is not good. And also, the former vice president of the country, Atiku, he said the president's speech is hollow. Femi Falana also said Tinubu did not address protesters' demand. Also, the northern elders, they said, address security crisis in the north. They are also telling President Tinubu to address the security crisis in the north. Okay, so this is now taking me back to the next topic for discussion this afternoon, which is still on the protest. But you know, in some parts of mostly the northern region parts of the country, we've recorded a lot of deaths, you know, crises and everything. It has been really chaotic there. This protest has been really chaotic there. But you know, in the southern parts of the country, Ibadan, Lagos, and it was I think quite manageable. There was no really crisis, vandalism and everything. But in the northern part, you know, Yobe, Jigawa, Kano, Kaduna, you know, there has been a lot of crises, you know, killing this one, shooting this one, firing tear gas, burning down secretariats, you know, looting houses, looting shops, looting government officials.
The Nigerian government and Oyo State government has no point. One thing happened before another. If the Nigerian government has not bring something similar, there won't be an opportunity for others to make use of. I saw a video where Governor of Kano State said the hooligans that came to disrupt the protest in Kano was paid by some. I didn't think he said government, but he said they were paid by some politicians. For him to confirm that, even if citizens also make use of the opportunity, something has already opened a way for them to make use of. I remember very well during the NSAS, the most cooperative protest Nigerian youth has ever had. I think even if not in the world, in Africa. This protest was interrupted, was destroyed by Nigerian government. You brought people with Land Cruiser Prado to disrupt a peaceful protest. The same thing happened during this bad government. They brought in people to disrupt a peaceful protest. The people you brought in are also facing the same challenges you asked them to protest against. They may even make use of an opportunity And you don't want Nigerians to know you are the one that brought in these people. So if anything happened, you will still put it on them that see the protesters that are protesting it. Meanwhile, you can't arrest the people you brought in by yourself, because they will surely say it out that you brought them for this. So you will arrest the wrong people, the innocent people. So for them saying if you destroy the government property, I think that is one of the major reasons why we didn't even think of it in Oyo State. Because many of us were known. If I should go there, I'm very sure millions of people will see me and say, Alex, Alex, you know what, during the ExAS protest, I was surprised when the BP of Testing Ground put a call to me. Alex, Alpha, blah, 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 I want to see you in my station. I was so scared. How did they get my number? If we should also participate in this, we may think they don't know us, but if anything backfire, we will give a call. And most of the reason why many people don't want to involve, because we already know we are in wrong hands. We are in wrong hands. We expect the little protest Nigerians have made. They should understand why Nigerians are clamoring for this, and they should do something about it. But no. But I believe one day will be one day. One day will be one day. They won't be able to control Nigerians, because every day it's getting more worse. God will help us till then. What I just have to say to my fellow youth and Nigerians is, let's be prayerful and let's calm down. Let's calm down. Let's stay safe. These people have no good heart. They don't care anybody. Even if it remains just one Nigerians, they will do their government and embezzle their money. So they don't care whether you survive or not. Just be careful and be watchful. God will help us. Thank you.
My fellow Nigerians, I speak to you today with a heavy heart and sense of responsibility, aware of turmoil and violent protests unleashed in some of our states. Notably, among the protesters were young Nigerians who desired a better and more progressive country where their dreams, hope, and personal aspiration will be fulfilled. I am especially pained by the loss of lives in Borno, Jigawa, Kano, Kaduna, and other states, the destruction of facilities in some states, and the wanton looting of supermarkets and shops, contrary to the promise of protest organizers that the protest will be peaceful across the country. The destruction of properties set us back as a nation, as scarce resources will be again used to restore them. I commiserate with the families and relations of those who have died in the protests. We must stop further bloodshed, violence, and destruction. As the president of this country, I must ensure public order in line with the constitutional oath to protect the lives and property of every citizen. Our government will not stand idly by and allow a few with a clear political agenda to tear this nation apart. Under the circumstances, I hereby enjoin protesters and the organizers to suspend any further protest and create room for dialogue, which I have always acceded to at the slightest opportunity. Nigeria requires all hands on deck and need us all, regardless of age, party, tribe, religion, or other divides, to work together, reshaping our destiny as a nation. For those who have taken undue advantage of this situation to threaten any section of this country, be warned. The law will catch up with you. There is no place for ethnic bigotry or such threats in the Nigeria we seek to build. Our democracy progresses when the constitutional rights of every Nigerian are respected and protected. Our law enforcement agencies should continue to ensure full protection of life and properties of innocent citizens in a responsible manner. My vision for our country is one of a just and prosperous nation where each person may enjoy the peace, freedom, and meaningful livelihood that only democratic good governance can provide. One that is open, transparent, and accountable to the Nigerian people. My dear Nigerians, especially our youth, I have heard you loud and clear. I understand the pain and the frustration that drive these protests, and I want to assure you that our government is committed to listening and addressing the concerns of our citizens. But we must not let violence and destruction tear our nation apart. We must work together to build a brighter future where every Nigerian can live with dignity and prosperity. The task before us is a collective one, and I am leading the charge as your president. A lot of work has gone into stabilizing our economy, and I must stay focused on ensuring that the benefits reach every single Nigerian as we promised. My administration is working very hard to improve and expand our national infrastructure and create more opportunities for our young people. Let nobody misinform and miseducate you about your country or tell you that your government does not care about you. Although there have been many dashed hopes in the past, we are in a new era of renewed hope. We are working hard, and the result will soon be visible and concrete for everyone to see, feel, and enjoy. Let us work together to build a brighter future for ourselves and for generations to come.